Hello, everybody. We're starting the Pranic Festival online. We're now beginning this beautiful festival together. And we're really grateful to be able to again bring the most outstanding speakers to you. Hello, everybody. In this online method. We are really honored to have you all here with us. And while we still finalize the live streaming for all the 4 channels that we're streaming on, we invite you to center in your heart and be with us for the next hour for this conference. This is Cristiana Eltrayan, your host for the Pranic Festival online, but also Pranic speaker, author, international holistic therapist for many, many years now. I've had many hats, many roles. So today I'm coming to you as the speaker at this festival. You here are comfortable. I hope everybody is hearing and seeing me well. And I hope everything is running smoothly with you. We are having a beautiful time together. We are having a fantastic opportunity now to go back to a state of inner peace, as everything is in a big, big upheaval on this planet. For the ones watching on Facebook and Instagram, we welcome you here and we are grateful for your presence. You have the opportunity to join the whole festival in live streaming. Just you have to make sure that you check this link in the description of the video so that you get access to the live streaming. We're really grateful to have you here and excited to be with you. You have the opportunity to ask questions in your comments, and I would love to have your questions for this festival. It is amazing to be able to communicate in this way. It is fantastic to have this interaction together. I'm really honored, really, to be reaching you in this way. So any question you have about peace, inner peace, healthy lifestyle, vegetarianism, veganism, breatharianism, living on light, living on prana, tantra, or healthy diet in general, make sure you ask these questions in the comments, as we want you to really get your answers and interact with us, and to make sure, we want to make sure that we're really getting where you need to go with us, and giving you the right answers. I've been a holistic speaker, Pranic author. I've written 5 books so far that are published, and 3 others that are not yet published. You can find them on my website. I've been traveling all over the world teaching methods of self-harmonizing, of attaining inner peace as much as I could convey it, and of how to get a healthy body and a healthy auric field and strong energy. We've been all over the world with this science of holistic living. We've been sharing to scientific gatherings like the Resonance Science Academy, or collaborations with HeartMath and so on, but also in spiritual gatherings like the Global Congress for Spiritual Scientists in India, and the International Global Peace Summit just a few weeks ago, and many events all over the world, online and live, that I've attended as a speaker, as an author, and as a therapist, to be able to uplift the consciousness of humanity, to bring a new paradigm, and to bring this reality that we are not limited, we are not confined to a certain paradigm, we are not lacking freedom unless we limit it with our mind. That's my message to the world, and this is why I'm yearly organizing events all over the world, presenting this possibility of free energy in our bodies, the possibility of being nourished by prana, and free energy in our devices and transportation methods and everything else. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I'm living for. And this is my path of life now. And this is what I'm going to talk about today. So on this topic or any other correlated topics, if you have any questions, feel free to ask and you shall receive. I'm aiming to follow all the comments on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and the festival page, which is an interesting task for me. I hope everything is being noticed. I see somebody already asking about indulging in negative activities for balance. I don't know what negative activities are. You know, the concept of negative and positive is so relative that it's difficult to define anything anymore. I don't believe in labels like this. I want more details if you want to be more specific. So I'm seeing people popping questions already, and I'm really grateful for that. I wish to remind you that there are 12 or 13 confirmed speakers scheduled already for the festival. So it would be awesome if you could join the whole thing, right? To help you get access to all our conferences, we've created a WhatsApp group where we are announcing and the next conferences, and also giving you access to the live streaming. So the live streaming is free. And then you can also have access to the recordings. Of course, you can, if you can't be online, you get access to the recordings, and you can watch them for lifetime access. So the whole festival package can be yours, and that's all detailed in the description of this video if you're on Facebook, and in the comments. I'm going to place it now. If you're on Insta, you can find all these details on the link in bio. If you look for Pranic Festival online, all the details are there. And if you're already in the festival page, in the official page where we're streaming everything, you already know how to access all this stuff. And if you don't, just ask me, you know, via WhatsApp or email, and I'm gonna share with you how you can get access to the whole festival package and the recordings of each conference, because we want to have it as accessible to you as possible so that you can receive the whole information. So this is how you can join us for the next 5 days until March 8th. We've decided to have this festival on March 3rd to 8th because it's feminine time, feminine energy time. We love feminine energy. We're not in any way sexist or have anything against masculinity or anything like that. But we also know that feminine energy is what's nourishing and creating the things on this planet. So the more we embrace that, the state of flow, the state of harmony, the state of inner beauty, inner vulnerability, even, you know, to share and embrace your emotions, and to acknowledge the emotions of others, all that helps you evolve and helps you grow in a direction that you've never experienced before. So we have to say today that you are invited to dive more into that, to embrace that more and more, so that you can enjoy your life more and have more peace and more balance in your life. So for those of you who were asking about balance, and somebody was asking if I'm indulging in negative activities for balance, I'm indulging feminine energy for balance. That's what's balancing me out. And I'm going to share about those in a bit. You know, I'm indulging meditation for balance. I'm indulging divine connection for balance. I'm indulging mind mastery for balance, which is observing your thoughts and changing the course of your thoughts if they head into a path of negativity, or if they're creating negative emotions. I'm indulging a lighter diet, a very light diet. I prefer liquids or very, very light vegan food. I'm indulging, treating my body like a temple, you know, acknowledging the queen that's living in this body, the divine feminine that's streaming through these appearances. I'm indulging the divine in everyone around me, but also treating my body and my human appearance like a temple of the divine, and that's creating balance. I'm also indulging time in silence as much as I can. You know, you see me speaking all the time online, but other than that, I rather prefer to be in silence in my spare time. I'm indulging being in nature, which calibrates my field and connects me to the elements in a beautiful, beautiful way. And especially working with natural sites, sacred sites in nature, special places that have specific energy vortexes, you know, that calibrate the human system and that we can also calibrate. So I'm indulging that. And I'm also indulging beautiful, beautiful sound healing and music. And lately in my life, so many sound healers and musicians are appearing just because I love them so much and I resonate so much with this healing method and with this new way of communicating on the planet, because soon we're going to communicate much more with sound than with words. I mean, sound in terms of music, in terms of melodic creations. These are the new method of communication that's coming in, and that more and more and more of us are indulging. And, you know, I'm even loving this word indulging because it's so, so luscious in itself. So let me know in your comments, what are you indulging in? What's creating your balance? How are you balancing yourself? And of course, if you have a secret trick that brings you back to inner peace, we would love to know them, because, you know, here we are a beautiful community, and you are fantastic light workers yourself. So I'm acknowledging your light, all of you that are watching. And I know that you have your own magic tricks, magic techniques, or not so magic, just normal activities that we should all be doing, that are bringing you back to balance and inner peace. And we would love to know what those are. You know, maybe some other people in the audience need to know about your wisdom, something that I might not know that you can share. And over this festival, over the next 5 or even 6 days, we normally are finishing on the 8th, but there might be some surprises on the 9th. Some speakers are still yet to confirm. During the next days, we're going to have 12 or 13 or more speakers that are sharing their techniques of keeping themselves in balance, keeping in harmony, their methods of pranic nourishment, you know, because many of them have reached the state where they don't need physical food for nourishment, or they don't need solid food. So they're going to share about that. Many of them are going to share about juice fasting, liquid fasting, water fasting, dry fasting, and the other methods of detox and purification. Many of them are going to share about how to balance yourself with breath work, how to balance yourself with methods like Qigong and yoga and other maybe Egyptian or ancient techniques of all kinds that are meant to fine-tune our bodies, to clear our minds and to harmonize our emotions in order to get back in balance and to get back in inner peace and to get back to a state of serenity and to live our lives with joy and ease and grace as the divine beings that were meant to live like that, and to trust, you know, to surrender and trust. So if you're up to that and you want to be through this whole festival, check the links that I've posted in the comments, you know, on Facebook and on the festival page here where we're all watching, and on YouTube. And in Insta, you can find that on bio, you know, at the Pranic Festival online section. Check those links and see how you can join for the full event. You have access to live streaming for free every day. All you have to do is follow the schedule and join a WhatsApp group for that, or fill up a form if you don't have a WhatsApp, and we'll email you the details. There's a lot of other things that you can learn, you know, from this event. And even to be in this vibration of all these people that have reached a high state of consciousness, a high state of body awareness, where they can train their bodies to, you know, run triathlons with just orange juice for 5 years and win golden medals for them. You know, these kind of people are going to speak to you in the next 5 days, and they're all my friends. I know they're genuine. I know they're for real. I've lived together with them. I've traveled with them. That's why I'm inviting them to our events. I know how they are and the purity of their hearts. And therefore, I think we're all blessed to have this gathering together. And the purpose of it is to uplift the consciousness of humanity, especially in a time of great upheaval, where we're all aiming for peace now. We're all aiming for balance. We're all so that we don't go nuts, basically, with all the things happening in the world. And, you know, I want to know how many of you have felt challenged lately by all that's happening. How many of you are feeling overwhelmed even? You can type yes in the comments. How many of you are feeling overwhelmed lately by all that's happening on the planet? Yes, thank you, Solo Priest, for sharing your methods. Somebody's saying, I've been indulging in painting, in female anatomy. This is a male participant. And I haven't been caring for my body to a high quality due to lack of desire. I've been in my upper chakras. Well, grounding is fabulous. You know, grounding is fabulous to embody your light, to choose embody enlightenment instead of enlightenment. You know, enlightenment, you can have it when, you know, even when you're not in the body, you can leave your body and still be enlightened. But embody enlightenment is the state where you're actually fully embodying your divine self, all the way from head to toes, all the way from your upper chakras to the lower chakras, all the way into all your cells. So that what you're writing about, wanting to indulge your chakras with lower chakras with no shame, that's very, very beneficial. And that's something I've been working on in therapy with thousands of people, you know, especially people who have been abused or trained to deny their bodies in various ways. We managed together to heal that and have harmony with that, because when you truly love yourself and you love your body, that's when you finally are able to embody all your light and everything that you are, and not denying yourself any pleasure, any taste, anything in this world. Somebody says, I started fasting a few months ago and it's awesome. I practice Kriya Yoga. Lately, I started Qigong thanks to Elitom. Yes, Elitom is actually joining us tonight at 7 p.m. Bucharest time. He's the next speaker in this summit. So he's going to be with us soon. If you stay tuned to our page, you know, or the WhatsApp group that we've created for the summit, you're going to have access to his conference as soon as he gets in. And I'm sure he's going to have an awesome sharing. Over the years, as I've traveled all over the world for these Pranic events, joining conferences and being speaker in conferences with this topic of health and lighter nourishment, lighter diet, and upgrading your system, basically, I've noticed so many people denying themselves the pleasure and the harmony of being human. All of them wanting to be holistic in some way, but not in a human way. You know, and I truly, fully encourage people to really love the state of humanness that we're in. We are divine beings in human form, and that's fantastic to experience as long as you love yourself, as long as you give yourself the permission to do so, and as long as you give yourself the right ingredients that you need in your life to attain that state of peace, balance, harmony. If you're denying anything that you are, or anything that you wish even, you eventually end up in a separation, if you will, between your body and your spirit, or a separation between your mind and emotions, and or your body and your mind. And you end up, you know, being divided in some way. You end up being in an inner conflict within yourself. So now it's time to get back into alignment and to embrace all that you are, and to create daily methods, or embrace them. You don't have to create them yourself. Daily methods to be and stay in balance. Because now more than ever, we all need to be at our highest power. We cannot play small anymore. There was a time where playing small would keep you safe. I'm speaking for some of you in the audience. If you get goosebumps, you know who you are, right? There was a time where playing small was keeping you safe, because maybe you were punished for being big, for being shiny, for being lightful. Now there's no time to stay in the safe zone, or to stay in the comfort zone, or to stay in a place of fear, for fear of being rejected if you are big and shiny and strong. Now we need your strength. We need your alignment. We need your inner power more than ever to bring balance on this planet. The more you shine your light and your truth, your wisdom and your awesomeness, the more you bring light to all the ones around you, and everyone can benefit from that. No one is winning from you playing small. So now it's time for full in-body alignment. Whoever resonates with that, just type yes. I'm reading some of your comments, and if you have a questions, Felipe, a clear question, I would love to know what it is. Otherwise, if you're experiencing any personal issues that are of any interest, you know, for the others, share them. But if you think they're not of interest for the others, just share them in the private message, and we can book your healing sessions for this. So that we keep it focused on the questions that you want to ask in this festival. Because my attention is now going in 4 or 5 directions that everyone is sending questions on. Okay, so any other questions on this topic of health, well-being, body, harmony, and inner peace? I want to remind everyone that we can only be in peace when we have a state of harmony. You know, when your body is in harmony, which means well nourished, well healthy and powerful food or prana. When your emotions are taken care of, which means first integrating them, and we're going to have Gaston in the next few days talking about how to integrate your emotions. When you embrace whatever you feel, not discarding anything, just acknowledging what you are. And when you manage to harmonize your mind, to keep your mind in balance, that's when you attain this inner peace, this state of inner peace and calm. When your mind is too agitated, you cannot have peace. When you nourish yourself with all the things that others are trying to feed you, from the news, from media, from the people around you, right? When you nourish yourself with that, and that nourishment is not really harmonious, you're gonna end up in a very, very unpeaceful state. You might end up in a state of fear. You might end up in a state of imbalance of any sort, and agitation, or even panic. So try, at least try to have your news coming at you in such a way that you can digest them well. And maybe you don't need all the news that are happening now on the planet. Maybe some of them are fake news. Maybe some of them are fabricated just for, you know, keeping the game of fear. Maybe some of them are for another purpose, and maybe they're not of your interest, your direct interest. So maybe see what serves you and choose what serves you, and choose what's really nourishing you, you know, in a specific way. Because otherwise you get cluttered up by all the ideas of others that they want to impose on you, and you don't need that. Somebody here says, I'm indulging walking barefoot. Yes, and barefoot walk can generate a lot of peace, and it discards a lot of emotions, you know, into the ground. You can discard your negativity or excess of electric charge, you know, when you're spending too much time around electronics, and you're getting too much of that electromagnetic smoke. You need to learn how to discharge that into nature, to stay out, to breathe some fresh air, to take long walks, to go barefoot, to relate to the trees and the earth and the water and the air and the ether in such way that you balance your inner elements. So whenever your mind is too agitated, you can always go outside. Another thing that you can do is find yourself always filling with light, you know, and we're going to have an exercise at the end of this presentation where we are working with the energy and with light just to synchronize. And every Wednesday we have a workshop online and live, which is cultivating your body of light. And with that workshop, we present methods of upgrading your energy. And we also have a meditation at the end where we uplift our frequency together, a guided meditation, if you will. That's also available on our events page and in the link in bio on Instagram, and you can find it every Wednesday. And then try to find time for yourself, and disengage from all the clutterness and busyness of the world. Find some time for yourself and enjoy the moments that you spend in silence. For example, at the spring solstice, spring equinox now on March 18th to 20, we have a retreat out in nature with like-minded people interested in healthy nourishment and prana. It's called the Lighten Nourishment Retreat for spring equinox, and we practice together methods of upgrading our energy, downloading light codes for the next projects or beneficial life that we need to shift in the future. We practice daily yoga, daily qigong, sound healing, and other methods of getting back in balance. We visit sacred sites and energy vortexes. One of my jobs and my fun activities here on the planet has been to visit sacred sites all over the world and play with them to enhance their energy and to enhance my energy as well. So we've been working with that for more than 10 years, the pyramids in Egypt, the pyramids in Mexico, the pyramids in Bosnia, the sacred sites in Romania, the temples, the Sphinx, and all that stuff. And we are gonna visit some of these places in Romania to upgrade our energy and to learn to fine tune with them. So at spring equinox is very, very good to do that. So many people are gathering at Stonehenge. Others are gathering, in other places like this all over the world, the pyramids in Egypt and so on. We invite you here in Romania because here we have a special energy and beautiful people, and the climate is great in spring and it's easy access, and it's beautiful to be here. So if you feel called to, check out our events page for the Light Nourishment Retreat. Of course, I'm placing it in the comments as well. And you get access to that. And it's best to book your place because we have 2 or 3 places left, not much. And it's we're not doing big retreats these days. We're having very exclusive events. So you can be one of the participants. Also know that if you're watching this conference and you're sending me messages on WhatsApp, I cannot answer that because I cannot read your WhatsApp messages right now. You can send these messages in the comments, if you will, or you can those messages talk, but not right now. Now I'm having a conference, so I cannot follow WhatsApp. I'm seeing people sending messages on all platforms. Okay, so the link to the Light Nourishment Retreat is also in the comments for those of you who want to participate, and I'm placing it on YouTube. I'm placing it on the I'm placing it on the festival page that you are watching now and everywhere else, so that you can join this retreat because it's fabulous. I am sending much love to all of you and want to hear if you have any further questions before we begin the final exercise for this conference, the body or light exercise. I also invite you, in the meantime, I invite you to maybe take a look at the books that we have written. They have very good education on how to have a lighter diet and how to get to higher states of consciousness. The latest book is the Pranic World Book. It's also in Romania, Cartea Lumii Pranice. And here you have all the details that you need about the pranic nourishment and pranic world right now. You know, how other people have attained the state of being nourished by light, chi, or prana, how you can get to that state step by step in an organic way. So when we talk about light nourishment and people not needing physical food, we are not saying that you can start today to stop eating without any preparation. This might cause your death. It's not healthy, it's not safe, and we warn everyone against this sudden shift, you know, because your body needs to calibrate, your mind needs to catch up, and your emotions need to be in balance so that you can be nourished by prana fully. What you can do, though, is to lighten up your diet. You can be in a lighter diet from wherever you are. You can go lighter. You can have, you know, if you're omnivorous, you can have vegetarian or vegan meals. And if you're eating 3 meals a day, you can go to 2 or 1 meal a day and replace the other 2 meals with maybe juices or smoothies. And that will balance your nutrients without cluttering your digestive system. You can also choose to detox your body beforehand, before any other fasting method. Detox your body first, because if you're fasting without detoxing your body prior to that with, you know, teas and certain juices that are especially created for detox, you might end up during the fasting, you might end up very, very dizzy, very, very weary, very cluttered. You have brain fog, you have all this weakness because you haven't detoxed your body, and it's gonna react, you know. You might need to do a parasite cleanse, you know. You might need to thank you, Magdalena, for your compliments regarding me being a very wise woman. Thank you so much. I've read it and I'm very happy that you think so. Thank you, everyone, for your comments. If you have any questions on the topics that I'm now speaking about, you know, the detox methods and the cleansing methods that are going to upgrade your body to a higher state of peace, please let me know in your comments. I'm following all these channels that I'm streaming on so that I see if anyone has any questions. I see that some of you are still joining, and for those of you who are new, this is the Pranic Festival Online, day 1, and it's the first conference. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for joining. There's a link in the comments to join the full event with more than 13 speakers that are nourished by light, chi, or prana and not needing solid food for nourishment. Very, very rich in information, techniques, and practices for attaining inner peace, because inner peace and outer peace is the topic of this whole festival, how to upgrade our planet to a state of peace. That's what we're aiming. And in the meantime, as you joined in, I was recommending this book, the Pranic World Book, that has a lot of information on how to lighten up your diet and how to get into a pranic state. And it's called the Pranic World Book, and you find it on Amazon and on Kindle version. I see, sorry, my phone is here falling apart. I see so many people joining and asking questions about my preferences. I'm going to tell you some of those, but now we're focusing on this lighter diet topic that I just begun. We can have a lighter diet from wherever you are. You can lighten your diet. I was saying that if you're omnivorous, you can go to vegetarian or vegan. You can drop your food intake from 3 meals a day to 2 or 1 meal a day. You can change your food intake from three solid meals to maybe 2 liquid meals and 1 solid meal, and that's balancing your diet. I recommend that you join our either our live retreat here in Romania, the Spring Equinox retreat on March 18th to 20th, and you can practice this lifestyle with us. Or we also have the Pranic process online that is now also in the video version, and you learn there how all these methods are converging into a lighter state for your body and a higher consciousness for your spirit. So you can have that in video version or online with us if you come join us in Romania for our retreats. And it's a beautiful sharing of 8 days, this Pranic process online, where you learn simple methods, but very efficient, to detox your body, your mind, and your emotions, and to get back in balance and back in contact with your higher self, so that every day you are guided in every step of your way, so that you make the right choices, the most beneficial choices for yourself. And that's a big thing, because when you are in that state, you can really be free. And you can be in a state of peace. Okay, so I see no further questions. My favorite oil now is rose oil, but I use every oil for its specific purposes and each specific energy. Somebody is asking in the comments. I see some comments here of encouragement and gratitude. Thank you so much, everyone, for sending all those. If you have any other questions on Insta or Facebook, just feel free to share. I'm going to take a moment to look at all the comments and questions to see if anything else is of interest. Somebody says, give me a simple tutorial PDF to start breatharianism. You are so sweet when you think that you can just have a PDF and drop your food intake forever. I see people all over the world practicing for 10 years, maybe 30 years, some of them. And they are still learning new things and upgrading their bodies, you know, because it's an ongoing process. And if you want it quick and fast, maybe you want to stop developing some perseverance, you know. We don't have a quick PDF, but we do have a book, the Pranic World book that I was talking about, and you could use that as a starting point. However, there's many steps, you know. It's a journey where day by day by day by day you get more and more imbued in this pranic consciousness, in this state of inner peace. And it's not a journey that ever ends, you know. It never ends. I've been working with this for more than 10 years in this lifetime and many other lifetimes beforehand. And I can tell you, it's something that goes deeper and deeper. And if you have the diligence to daily practice and to daily make steps to loving yourself and to embracing all that is in a state of peace. You have that. If you have the diligence to do that, it's going to work for you. But if you want quick and a quick fix and something that is maybe overnight gonna shift your whole consciousness, we cannot end your state of your inner body, physical body. We cannot promise you that. I am not the one that can promise you that. Maybe keep looking because my method has been the one with diligence and daily practice. I've been born in a family that didn't have spiritual inclination, yet I have been telling everyone that we are energy in school, or my colleagues and all that. I had this memory that we're all energy. I liked to meditate and study lighter diet ever since I was a child. At 17, I naturally become vegetarian and had many weird choices for that age. You know, I was meditating on a crystal, I was studying numerology, I was interested in all these paranormal phenomena and so on. So I meditated then for about 5 or 10 years in my childhood and adolescence, you know, since I was 14 to maybe 19 or so. And then since I was 28, so for more than 10 years now, I'm meditating daily and I'm practicing daily. And the practices that I had, including meditation, yoga, qigong, theta healing, and all these things, you know, sun gazing, meditative dance, meditative art, you know, creating in a state of intuitive download, all that work has helped me uplift my consciousness to this moment now. And I feel that it's an ongoing process. And I'm looking at my friends who are presented in this festival, who are breatharians or living on light for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And even for them, it's an ongoing process. Sometimes they go back to solid food. Sometimes they go back, you know, from not having any liquids to having liquid smoothies and juices. They go back from a state of elation and inner balance to sometimes having some turmoil. So it's not that airy-fairy story where you reach enlightenment and then nothing else ever challenges you. That's an utopia that some people have created to maybe strain us away from any spiritual practice, because you think, well, when I'm gonna ever reach that? The truth is, when you reach enlightenment or a higher state of consciousness, which we call pranic consciousness, you know, pranic consciousness is not just about not eating, it's about all the enlightenment that comes with that, and the consciousness of unity, the consciousness of feeling connected with all and all that is. In that state, it's not that you never get triggered or challenged or life is always peachy. It's the way you deal with it and the rapidity of getting out of that state that pays results for your practice, you know? So in other words, for the ones asking, in other words, illumination doesn't make you oblivious to all the difficulties in the world. It just makes you aware. Or someone was saying illumination doesn't make you perfect, it just makes you aware. So that's where we are now, in a state of higher awareness, and that's what we're helping people to do, move into that state and stabilize into that state of higher awareness. And if you're interested in that, I hope you join our next events. As I was saying, our next conference is tonight at 7 with el-amin, 7 p.m. Bucharest time. The next live event that we're having is next Wednesday in Brasov and online. It's the activating of the light body, the workshop that we're teaching every Wednesday online and live. And the next retreat that we're having is on on March 18th to 20. So all of that you will find in a link in bio on Insta and in the link that I'm now placing in comments. And you know, if you're on YouTube or the meditation page or the festival page, all of you can find this link. And those are our next events and where you can join. And there's also the Pranic process online that now is in video that you can watch from the comfort of your home and see what is happening and how you can balance your body, your mind, and your spirit. So I hope this clarified a few things for you, the ones of you asking questions. I'm going to now go in a brief meditation with all of you, those of you who are open for this. And the name of the book is the Pranic World Book. The Pranic World Book. Okay, so is everyone ready for meditation now? What we advise you or invite you to do is start following your breath. Start breathing in and out slowly. Start seeing that you're in a light column from the center of the universe to the center of the earth. Start feeling that in this column, you are breathing in the light and allowing it to sink in all your cells, all your atoms, all your physical system. And every time you exhale out all the worries, tensions, concerns, everything that doesn't serve you, everything that's not beneficial for you. You just let it out in this column of light. Knowing that this column of light is pre-programmed to dissolve, transmute, transform all that's not for your highest good. So fill all the areas in your body with this light, with your breath. Deep inhale, feel your whole body filling up with light, your lungs, your heart, your whole chest area. And this light expanding to your arms, your fingertips, expanding to your neck and head, expanding to your abdomen and waistline and feet. All your body is filling up with light. And with the exhale, exhaling out all the worries, tensions, concerns, all that doesn't serve you, all that's not beneficial for you. Another deep breath in, breathing deeply. And with the exhale, releasing out all that no longer serves you. Let your thoughts dissolve like little clouds above your head. Let your whole body relax in the state of peace. And we bring in and command the frequency of peace for this column of light that is surrounding us all, each one in his own column of light. We ask for this energy of peace to come in for each one of us now. From the center of the universe, the heart of the central sun, there comes a cable, a connection cable, if you will, or a stream of light with this frequency of peace, love, universal love coming to the top of your head and into your body. Deep breath in, all this frequency of peace, love coming into your body now. Feel this love, filling your whole body. Feel your inner beauty streaming from within. Feel the state of peace imprinting every cell of yours. So that every atom in your body now goes back in the state of peace. Every atom, every cell of your body now goes back in a state of peace and harmony. We ask and command that with all this light coming in from the center of the universe, the heart of the central sun, coming through the galactic sun, coming through the top of your head, coming into your body, the new light codes for peace and harmony are now downloaded into your core, like new programs coming in. And if you feel that this is for you, you just accept and say yes, so that they can stabilize into your body now. And with every inhale, these codes of peace, love, and harmony are coming now into your heart. And your heart chakra, the main generator in your body, is shining like a sun in the center of your chest. And with every inhale, this sun in the center of your chest is getting brighter. Receiving more light, more peace, more love from this universal source, this heart of the central sun. And with the exhale, this light from your heart is being radiated out into your cells, into your organs, into all your physical systems, into your auric field and out into the universe. It just radiates out into your cells, into your organs, into all your physical systems, into your auric field and out into the universe. So that you're shining out these codes of peace, light, and love from your heart to all the ones ready for it and everywhere you go. Fill yourself up to the brim with this light. Let it flow into your lower chakras and your feet and go to your roots, this light from your heart, going to the center of the earth. Connecting to the center of the earth. And allowing the energy from the heart of Gaia to come into your body so that you ground your energy but also receive her love. This love of Gaia. Coming up through your feet, soles of the feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, all the way up into your hips, all the way up into your lower back, the base of your spine, coming up through your spine to the heart center and coming up to the base of your spine, to the base of your head, coming up to the top of your head, filling up the whole body. And now you're surrounded in this light. It springs out from the top of your head, surrounding your whole body in a toroidal system, in a sphere, creating a biomagnetic shield around you that's filling you up in your auric field and creating a protection layer, keeping out all the worries, concerns of others, radiations, Wi-Fi, thought forms, thought patterns, everything that doesn't serve you. All that stays out in this in this bubble of light. Only it enters what you need and what's beneficial for you. Breathe deeply. Allow this to happen. Let your core be open. Breathe in and embrace this moment here now. And find yourself again dwelling more in the state of peace. And imagine for a moment how would permanent peace in your heart look like. How would peace in the world look like? How would you feel if there were peace in the world? How would your life be if there were peace in the world? If everybody was peaceful, how would we live on this planet? How would we share with each other if we were all in a state of peace? How would our relationship be? Let's just imagine. There was no turmoil, no misinterpretation, no miscommunication, no trauma to filter things through, no judgments. If there were permanent peace, how would your relationships be? How would you communicate with each other? How would you feel safe in the world if everything was peaceful? How would you step out and speak to others, knowing that you are fully embraced, fully loved, not judged, fully understood, seen through the eyes of the divine as the divine? How would you feel in such a world? How would your health be in such a world? Would your body experience full thriving? Would you feel that you are safe to move, safe to expand, safe to eat lighter, no needing to clutter with emotions and shut them down with food? Would you feel free to express yourself, your awesomeness, your communication, your sexuality, your brilliance, if you were sure that you are living in a world of peace, where everybody is in a state of peace? Would you feel loved and accepted and cared for and embraced and known and seen, finally seen for the real you that you are? Would you feel that in a world where everybody was in peace? How would your children live in such a world that would be in peace? How would their safety be? How would their upbringing be? How would you raise them knowing that they can travel safely, circulate safely, go to schools safely? And how would the schools look like if nobody would need to be indoctrinated with the lack of truth? How would that be in a state of peace? We're on the verge of bringing in a new way of civilization. And that new way begins with peace, collaboration, communion. And this is what you're invited to step into here now. And we ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. And we ask that we communicate divine self to divine self. We send a ray of love to each other here in this gathering, wherever we are across the world. We just send a beam of light to all the participants now and all the ones who are yet to come. And it's exactly 1313 on 3322, fantastic number session. So we send a ray of love to all the beings in this gathering in any timeline, the now or the nows to come. A beam of love to everyone joining and everyone who has joined. And with this beam of love from our heart, we ask that we communicate divine self to divine self, collaborate divine self to divine self, and are compatible. Divine self to divine self in this gathering. So that all we're sharing here is coming from a place of love, from a place of peace, from a place of beautiful communion. And may that spread into the world with joy and ease and grace. So we invite everyone now to come back into your bodies from wherever you just were. Come back into your bodies, feel your presence in the soles of the feet, wiggle your toes, feel that you're present in your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, present in your hips, present in your lower back, abdomen, upper back, chest, arms, fully present here now. In your neck, shoulder blades, to the tips of your hair, to the top of your head, fully present here now. You're back into the body, back into the room. You can get up and shake a bit to integrate this energy, or have a brief dance afterwards just to move the energy, or some yoga or qigong session to move this energy into your body. For qigong, you can come and learn more about these techniques to integrate energy and upgrade your energy. You can come and be with us during the equinox retreat, Nourished by Light Detox in Prana. And you're going to learn about it more and more and practice with us. And this is the best way to go on a pranic journey. Practice, diligence, and perseverance, and embracing your lusciousness and divinity. Sending you all much love, beautiful streams of light and gratitude for each one of you participating. And may we meet again in this whole festival. The next gathering is at 7 p.m. with el-amin, 7 p.m. Bucharest time. There's this description of the video, if you're on Facebook, that tells you how to get access to the conferences. And in bio and Insta, you find the Pranic Festival online to join. And if you're already, and in YouTube, it's also a comment where you have details on how to join this festival. And also you can write to me to give you access and details about how to access. And we invite you all to stay in peace. Big blessings, big hugs. Visit our website, soulhealingacademy.com, for more information about what we're doing next, and fabulous articles and books and videos and all that stuff. Our YouTube, Cristiana Eltrayan. You can like and share this video if you enjoyed this meditation and this sharing. Our Instagram is Eltrayan, like my name. And there are many Facebook pages that you can join, including the Pranic Festival online page. Big hugs to all. There's also a festival in Romania, August 15 to 19, that you can join in person live with all the speakers and share with them directly. And that's also on our events page. And whoever wants to get in touch and learn more about all these events, just write to us and we'll give you more details. Big hugs to all. Kisses and blessings. See you soon. This is Eltrayan for the Pranic Festival online. And we'll be with you for the next 6 days.